Namaste, Guruji.
Namaste.
I'm grateful for your pointings.
Thank you.
And the question that seems to keep coming up over the last few months and days, and I've been trying to suppress it to find my own answer, but I will ask you now. So I've asked this question to a few friends and different people, and I've had different replies. I'm very glad I have the opportunity to ask you now. It's about the role of a guru, and there are many teachers on this path that are talking about consciousness, and my own thoughts or feelings about this sometimes I feel is that consciousness or God has he chosen these people to talk about consciousness to us, and should we have only one guru in our life, or are we free to listen to other masters who talk about this as well? And the question of loyalty, spiritual loyalty, and I get a little confused about this, and it kind of throws me off my practice.
Okay.
Yes.
It's like everyone is free to explore in the way that feels open for you and natural for you. And many people, I don't know so much in India, it's a little bit different, but sometimes people, like in a relationship, they flirt about a little bit, Huh? But once they found the one who really resonates in the heart with them, they settle down, flirting stop, isn't it? That is. Also, you may listen to many people and every person, why not? In fact, if I say to you, the Guru is one, meaning not one person, just one. Some people say, well, what it mean? What it mean? So just listen on for a minute. So if you have within you the inclination to listen to different teachers, and it's not a bad thing at all. It's in accordance with your own destiny also. You listen to different people, and you find that somehow within each voice is resonating a similar thing, pointing a similar direction, and it resonates with you, then it is helpful for you. If one teacher is pointing and saying, no, you must do these rituals and you must do these things and that's the only thing you should do, and it feels, yes, I do that, but also what's wrong with listening to someone also who don't speak about rituals and who is simply just pointing to something more directly, that also feels good. And the teacher says, no, you must not do that, you must do your ritual. Someone, if the voices are different, very, very different, which one touches your heart? You see, if something really resonates with you, you feel, when I go here, when I listen to this teacher, I feel at peace. I feel at peace. Then stay with them a while. Listen to them. Then there's no need to be listening to this one, no? You stay with them until it feels like, okay, it has served enough, like that, But listen, not so much, I feel if truth is what you're searching for, you don't have to listen to too much teaching, because it's not possible to follow too much teaching. Follow something that leads you to an experience which helps you to verify and to stand in the authority of your own discovery. Because belief is good, but not enough. Belief must convert into experience. And then you have the sense, I know, I am. Like this, I would say like that. Some people, they find one teacher that they resonate and they never move from this place because they feel nurtured and nourished by that association. Just like some people, they fell in love once and that's it. Others, a few more times, maybe more times to come, I don't know. Each one have their own orientation. If it is within you, or maybe you feel it is within your path that you must sample and listen to different voices, that's going to be good for you at some point. No? You listen and you see, okay, I've heard many things, but there is still something here that's not really touched by that. Then look on. It's not enough only to believe if the belief stays only conceptual in your mind. It must drop in. You must digest your seeing. It must resonate in your heart. It must change something. It must move whatever, or at least help you to identify the forces that you are perhaps still involved with, which are not in service to your joy and to your peace. That discernment is with you. It is a God-given power in you.
Guruji, I've heard this sometimes, and I believe Ram Dass said that be your own guru or something like that. But what?
Sorry, he said what?
I believe it's a statement made by Ram Dass that he said be your own guru. I'm not 100% on that, but I heard that a few times. I don't understand what that means.
Nobody understands what it means. Exactly. It's another kind of, sometimes it may be understood by some people, but it is not easy to understand for everybody. What it means, be your own guru. Some people, they have some arrogance in them. They don't like to show that they learn from anyone. So they will quickly pick up this type of thing. Be your own guru, yes, just like this. And others will go, what do you mean? If I'm my own guru, I'm finished. I'm really not, I wouldn't want to listen to me. I would not want to be a devotee to myself. Not at all. So to say such things, it might sound very flash and very and it appeals to the ego in us, that don't want to see that someone might be more intelligent, more wise than yourself. Just be your own guru. No. What? Is this some private practice? You listen and you seek help until you can go beyond the need for help. That is wisdom. Learn from who you can. That is wisdom. But just to be your own guru, I've heard people speak like this, and I've not seen the evidence of their transcendence at all. They just speak a lot and say all kind of things, but we remain untouched by what they say. So I would not listen too much to that voice. Unless you ask Sri Ram Dass, please, Babaji, please could you explain what it means? What do you mean when you say this? Then he may elucidate and expound something and say, yeah, I understand what you mean now. But just to quote that, you quote a text, but not give the context of what he says, it will not be fair to him. Maybe he meant something more than that, you see? If you're speaking about Ram Dass from, I think he's living in Hawaii, is Ram Dass you're speaking? Which Ram Dass?
I saw a mural on a wall with Ram Dass, just a quotation saying be your own guru. So and I've heard a few people in conversations might bring that up. When I've asked about this one guru and I said everybody is a guru, whoever you learn from is a guru. I've heard lots of different things, or like there's one Satguru and then everyone's a guru, your family can be your guru, your friends can be your guru. But
it is true.
Yeah, so
the whole world is your guru.
Yeah.
Can you understand that? If you're open, you will learn from everything. From everything. Wasn't it Dattatreya himself, when he saw he was watching and he saw that a tiger was hunting, was waiting for a deer, and he was moving through the grass like this, and he was so focused, so quiet looking, like this, just waiting. And he says, what attention, what focus. I would love to be as focused as that, to focus on the truth, like this tiger is focused on that deer. This tiger is my guru. Thank you to the tiger. You look at the water flowing. He says, how flexible. It hits a rock and it doesn't argue, it just flows around the rock. He says, water, you are so flexible. That water is my guru. If you can learn like this, then fine. No? Then you can say everything in life. Both the beautiful and ugly things, they have served as my guru. But there may be one being who really resonates with you in such a way that each thing they show and they bring out in front of you is it's so to the point, depending on what you're searching for. You see, if you're searching to be famous and searching for that, maybe different guru you're going to need. You may come across a good guru and say, no, I don't want him, you know. He just wants me to meditate, you know. But if you find someone who speaks your language of your heart and speak with you, and you say, you know what, I'm just fine, I'm trusting, I feel so much love, then you stay with this one. Don't listen too much to the voices that is trying to criticize other ways of finding God. Don't keep company with them. Don't keep company with those who are always speaking negative things because they poison your heart and your mind. Speak and be with people who uplift your consciousness, who bring you to a more humble and open place, who remind you of who you are, who don't twist your mind into complexities, but brush away the things that complicate your thinking and bring you again into the unity of being. Keep that company. You don't need to call anybody a guru if you don't feel like that. We must go back to the fundamental definitions. What is guru? The guru, even in your own language, what it means. It doesn't mean the one who gives you light necessarily. It means the one who removes darkness. Darkness meaning ignorance. You only point out the ignorance and the light is already there. That is guru. A teacher, a true teacher, is not even asking you, believe in me, worship me, trust me. No. He realized that if you resonate with that teaching, he or she will do this, and see that if it benefits you, then you will naturally follow that. Follow my pointing. If you find it disappointing, go away. If you follow the pointings, you find, but I'm finding so much more peace and so on, then of course you will keep following them. I don't feel that the true master is asking you to worship them. He said, worship God, okay? Worship God, okay? I only come in the name of the Lord. They will say like this, okay? When you're able to be in the presence of a true Jnani, this one, no one can figure this one out. You see? They may not necessarily teach you with words. No? You may find just being in their company is like a transmission. That's much more powerful than teaching. Because teaching has to go through the filter of your own conditioning and the way the style of your thinking and so on. But the power and the grace of an awakened being can bypass your mind. And you find, that even beyond your expectations, something is transformed in you. They may speak things that you cannot immediately comprehend mentally. Nevertheless, something is changed in you. I told you also that in the early times of sitting at the feet of Papaji, I was not learning very much, but I was changing a lot. This is the power, the grace of Sadhguru. It's not clever words. It's not, high impressive teachings. It is teachings which are practical and they detonate inside you and they elevate your consciousness. Because the more you are understanding, it's like there's an elevation. The consciousness is rising to higher and higher altitudes. No? And on each step you go, is that platform, is functioning in a much higher field of consciousness. You find that sometimes we don't appreciate where we are or have been until you're moving beyond that state into a higher state. Then you can look back and say, oh my God, my life before was so restricted, only because you're moving into a more open field. You see? So we can't always rely on our own mental assessment. But when you are touched by grace, and the grace of a Satguru, you see, meaning the one who, even without speaking with you personally and directly, you find in their presence, you are changing. You may not be able to articulate their teaching. And nevertheless, something is elevating and evolving in you. Seek that company and honor it. You don't have to worship if you don't feel. I don't feel anyone needs to be told, oh, you worship me, you must touch my feet. It's not necessary. If it resonates inside your heart, you will naturally respect and honor the one who is bringing you out of the darkness of ignorance and putting your feet on safe ground, who is bringing you into the kingdom of God. Then you will honor this one or not. Because otherwise we are listening only mentally to teachings. This teacher said this teacher said that, this teacher said this teacher disagreed, and this. Then you're not going anywhere. You just end up with a headache, divine headache. And sometimes we have to experience this to then recognize enough of that. And you may pray, Supreme Self, please, I am confused. I want to find you. I don't know where to go. Please guide my steps. Please, I don't even know if I'm sincere. Don't leave it up to me because I always mess things up. Please help me. It will help you. Each one will go as much. In this room, there are beings of varying spiritual maturity. If one comes merely as a teacher, and how are you going to satisfy and reach the heart of each one? Only God can do. As I said yesterday, it's not just verbal communication. Many forces are at work. When you come to satsang, many forces are, benevolent forces are here in support of your awakening. It's not only the words. Sometimes you don't understand my words. But nevertheless, something is here assisting you, making you feel much more happy. Maybe it's good that you don't understand the words, because some people, they understand the words, they start to behave like teachers and like this. Sometimes you go and, what did the teacher say today? Oh, you are not a good student. No. Still something may have transcended in you. As I said, early days, many people are still defrosting from spending too much time in your head and so on. You're coming slowly, grace is opening your heart so that you can be truly receptive to receive the highest thing, each according to their capacity. You see, potential is the same. Capacity may be different. Capacity is about how we are right now. You are sitting in a field. My attitude to you is you are the self. But you must be conscious of it. Presently, we are more convinced of our personhood than you are of your divine nature, you see. In fact, it's not even an option. It's a superficial option. People say, I don't believe in God. You are free. It is He who makes you believe or not believe. When the time comes, for your season has come, for auspiciousness to shower upon you, it will find you.
Thank you very much, Guruji.
Thank you. He remind me of another Ramdas. An old photo.
Somebody said that to me yesterday.
Acha, acha.
I haven't seen his photograph. I'll check it out.
Acha, okay. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Guruji.
Oh, okay, thank you.